Make your wishes. Wishmaster 2, evil never dies.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you another creature feature review. Today it's a sequel to the 1997 film Wishmaster. Here we have 1999's Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. The film is co-written and directed by Jack Shoulder, and it stars Holly Fields, Andrew Divoff, Chris Webber and Randy Hall. Right, okay, this time round, the Djinn from the first film, played by Andrew Divoff, is released when a heist at a museum goes wrong, and essentially he is released from the duel, arrested on site, and basically taken to prison. Now, while the woman who released him is out on the outside, Morgana, suffering moral anxiety of everything that she's done because her partner basically was killed in the heist, she slowly realizes that actually she has unleashed this djinn on the world and she's got to do something about it. So she kind of teams up with her priest friend to try and deal with the situation. However, the djinn on the inside, on the prison, he has to collect 1,001 souls before he can try and unleash the apocalypse. So he's got to get busy inside that prison, and boy does he. Right, what are my thoughts on Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies? Well, a few weeks ago I reviewed the first Wishmaster. I'd never seen it before, but I had a great time with that film. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was inventive. I thought that, it had a lot going for it, But what had kind of turned me on to the Wishmaster films, even though I'd heard of them and knew of them, I'd seen a lot of clips on reels and stuff like that on Facebook in particular, because I follow a lot of film stuff on Facebook. And so I was seeing a lot of reels of this guy in prison, offering to give people wishes and this kind of stuff, and he had a very unique way about him, and I just thought it was really funny and really inventive, and I liked it, and that's what kind of turned, because I didn't know what that film was at the time, and I remember, doing a bit of research and finding out it was the second Wishmaster film, so I thought, and that's what kind of started turning me on to the Wishmaster films. I thought I must give them a watch for the channel. So I've been really looking forward to this because I knew that this had the prison stuff in it that I'd seen quite a lot of. And it doesn't disappoint on that front. Now, while I don't think this is as good as the first one, I do think this has a lot going for it, if you like. It's a little bit more comical, I suppose, than the first one. In some ways, there are some very, very unique wishes here. Especially the ones in the prison. I mean, I just love the fact that he just strolls around this prison, not a care in the world, just offering wishes like it's the smartest sort of thing, and just watching the chaos that he creates in there, especially when, one of the convicts' wishes is to see his solicitor go and himself sort of thing, and that actually comes true. I mean, it's very, very funny. Beyond that, if you like, the film is very much a copy and paste from the first one in an awful lot of ways. It's just new and different wishes that are kind of granted in more unique and devastating ways, I suppose. I just think that, if you like, Andrew Divoff was just born to play this part. He's just so wonderful in this part. Is the way he kind of performs this part is just so pitch perfect. That menacing smile, that cheeky look. I mean, apparently as well, he didn't blink. Like when they were filming his scenes and stuff, he just wouldn't blink, just to kind of make the performance a little bit more menacing, if you like. And then again, I think while he's very, very effective, and probably more so effective when he's like looks like a human, the makeup what they put him in to turn him into the Jinn sort of thing, it's just great. And again, it just goes to show what was capable of at the time and before and since. How good practical effects could be, and it still baffles me why a lot of people kind of still adopt CGI when I don't think it could ever compete with some of the best practical effects, and I think there's many examples out there, The Thing included. Show me CGI that's ever been as good as the effects in The Thing, and I just don't think there has been. So it is definitely fun. There are some fun moments. For me, it started, if you like, losing its luster a little bit, this film, when he left the prison. Thankfully he's in there for quite a long period of time, because they've kind of changed the rules a little bit this time round, because like I say, he's got to collect 1,001 souls. I don't remember that being a thing in the first one. It was almost like he were offering wishes out in the first one just because he could, and he wanted to collect the souls. I don't remember that being a thing. And the main thing was that he had to get the person that released him in the first one to make 3 wishes, and that would start the apocalypse. Well, this time round, he's got to collect 1,001 souls and then get the person that released him to do the 3 wishes. So I was less interested in this Morgana character, and her story here in the film. I don't think it was as compelling or interesting as the first one. It was a hard character, if you like, to feel any sympathy for initially, because, like I say, she was she robbed a museum, she killed a security guard, her partner was killed. So it wasn't easy to kind of connect with that character and have a great deal of sympathy early on, and I was much more on the side of, well, not really on the side of, but I was enjoying watching Andrew Divoff as the Jinn. But I think that was kind of the point, really, for this one. I think they knew what they had in the first one, and they gave him quite a bit more screen time here, and it was definitely fun. So, well, like I say, I don't think this was as good as the first one, but I also think there were some fun moments here as well. And if you enjoyed the first one, or if you haven't seen the first one yet, watch the first one. I think you'll probably enjoy the sequel. It's not bad at all. I am going to watch the third and the fourth one, but my understanding is that Andrew Divoff doesn't return for those, so already in my mind they can't be as good. So I suspect the quality is maybe going to decline now, but we shall see. I will try and persevere and finish all 4 films in this series. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will, of course, be back with plenty more content on the channel very soon.